Welcome to the IX Piston Powered Autorama Show, Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah! Oh. Welcome friends, Ed here from the Great Indoors, and today it's the first day of the Piston Power Auto Show, or to me and Dave, it's the Autorama. And this is Dave the mechanic, and he's here to tell me what I'm looking at when I look at it, so I know what I'm talking about. So let's get in there and check it out, 2024 style of the Piston Power Show here at the International Expo Center, or the IX Center. All right. Wow. This area, look at how big the main showroom area is. We got a lot of walking ahead of us. Oh yeah. This way to the Hot Rod Asylum. Oh yeah. And it's even open on that side over there too. Pretty cool. Dave was making an observation on how there was side pipes over here. Tell me, why is that plugged like that?
Capped headers, and so in other words, what they do if they want to go drag racing or whatever, they would take this cap off.
Yeah.
And when they would want to drive on the street, they put the cap back on because there's exhaust pipes all the way from the front all the way to the back, so they wouldn't get the cops after them.
Sneaky, but it makes sense, you know?
It's all about noise.
Yeah. Well, people love the noise. That's the thing that gets the chicks. It's a loud car, you know?
The exhaust probably comes all the way back into the back here.
My friend...
yeah, it probably comes back so capped headers.
My friend John Zivich had a 68 Camaro, or no, a 72 Camaro, and we could hear him driving all around Woolwick at night because you could hear it rumble all night long.
And this car here,
yeah.
These old cars, I don't know what it is, 55, 56, 57, they build a pressure inside the cabinet and everything, so this actually will flow out the pressure.
Oh yeah.
There's been known episodes.
So that's not there for design, that's kind of purpose.
Holes in there, it's like airflow.
There one guy actually went on the drag strip and he blew the trunk off the car. And he actually blew out the back window of the car.
Who'd have thought? Holes for airflow. Cool. Thanks, Dave. I would have not known that if you weren't here. All right. Double Trouble. That's an interesting looking hood, isn't it? That's got to be customized like that.
They just stand it up so you can see it.
Yeah.
It's not like...
So they are... Well, I don't see hinges on here though. So whoever, they must have fixed it so you could just bring it up and down.
They just take the thing and they place it on there.
Right. We still have yet to figure out why it's called Double Trouble though. You know, no, the batteries, and why they even got the battery in the back here too? Maybe because it looks better with the battery in the back. I don't know why the battery will be in the trunk.
There's a road race car.
The Pontiac 73 Le Mans. It's an Autorama project car. So this is made specifically for the show. Yeah. Okay, we may have solved the mystery. I can now there's two motors on this one, which is why this would be called Double Trouble, I guess. Still doesn't explain why that's called Double Trouble, but it's both cars are made by the same company over here. So I guess that's their logo, their Double Trouble. Who would have thought that you would have seen a Pinto in a car show? I would never have guessed. I would have never have guessed.
You need a fire extinguisher for your Pinto.
Would you ever, back in the day, would you ever thought that you would have seen a Pinto in a car show like this?
Never did it, man. This is like going.
Look at how clean it is on the bottom there.
It's like it's just built to go for shows.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's basically on a flatbed all the time. It never actually drives anywhere, you know. But again, I'm just impressed that it's here. You know, that someone loved the Pinto enough to.
See his restoration, what it looked like.
Yeah.
That's from the beginning. That was it, and then like that.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
And then it went to this.
Oh, so this thing needed a lot of work to get it to this point. Wow, this guy knows his stuff then, because it looks brand new. It's pretty cool. Look at that, beautiful. All this art was done by the man over on the counter over there on the right, and each one of these that he would do takes about 2 weeks to do, and every single one of these images is off of something that he came up with out of his own brain. So that's pretty impressive. That, I mean, it's one thing to go off of a photo, but everything has its own unique look to it, and when you could come up with something so detailed off of your own memory, that makes it even more impressive. Wow. Check this out. We found Dave's friend, Paul. He's got the old speakers that you would see at the drive-in with the volume control and everything. Look at that. $125 for a pair of them. That is cool. I haven't, it's been years since I've seen one of these speakers. I mean, there's not that many, you know, drive-thrus left. And we got old, for a car, got a little parking meter. And he's even got a traffic light over here. Pretty cool.
You're crazy. He's gonna think you're driving off with his wheel.
I am. This is my what do you call that? Wonder Woman car.
Yeah. I don't think I'm doing anything. I don't think I hit the thing that I think I.
You're recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
how do I stop it?
You hit it again. Good old Ohio over here. Oh yeah, get me some gas. Look at that. 79 cents for a regular. Who'd have thought that gas would have been so much today? Yeah, my cousin actually worked at a Ohio gas station back in the day. That's pretty cool seeing that here. Okay, we got some more insight from Dave. I was looking at this car and how it had these marks on it, and you were telling me
That's weathered like that. That's supposed to look like it's aged and it's for
so
patina.
you're telling me they put that on there deliberately.
They made that look
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
To make it look like rust and all kinds of stuff.
Okay, so obviously they didn't add the rust over here. That's actual rust over there.
Yeah.
You know, all right. Well, that feels like there's been some work done over here. You know.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
It's like,
All right. Rhino Mobile Detailing. All right. Yeah, I was looking at a truck that looked like it had rust on the frame, and he corrected me and told me, no. That's how a lot of these older cars looked out of the factory, right?
no, that's how they made the cars look.
Okay. You mean the one over there that we were looking at over there?
Yeah, like the rat rod.
Oh, okay. See, now, all these things, I have no idea. I mean, I'm not a mechanic. He knows what to look for, and I would have said something. Well, I'm always saying something that I shouldn't be, but he's actually here to make sure that I don't put my foot in my mouth any more than I already do. Thanks, Dave, for coming along, all right? Okay, we're looking at a dragster here that's...
This is an old school front engine dragster.
Yeah.
The reason why they put the engine in the rear after was because Don Garlitz had a fateful event accident where the clutch exploded and blew his foot off it.
Wow.
So then they moved the motor from the front of the car to the back of the car.
Right.
We'll probably run into it and we'll see a rear engine dragster as we go along and everything. But this is what they did.
Right.
There's the fuel tank up there. That's all it's got in it.
That's the fuel tank up there?
The fuel tank.
Wow.
Little fire extinguisher, the battery.
Yeah. And I bet you those tires aren't cheap either. How much do you think one of those tires costs nowadays?
It's hard to say. Those are just old school racing slicks.
More than $200, I would gather, right?
Yeah.
Easily. And they come with no tread on them like that?
Yeah, they're slick.
Why is that they don't have tread on
They're
them?
trying to get traction.
So you get more tread.
And the little dots in it. See the little dot in the tire over
Yeah.
here? So when that dot's gone, that tire's no good no more.
Oh, so that is the tread marker to tell you whether it's bad or good. Okay. So that's why when you see a drag race, they spin the tires to create the smoke, and that's how they get them like ready to go.
We'll see a newer, later model dragster, probably someplace in here, where it'll have the engine in the back, and it'll have even bigger tires in it.
Right.
And they'll have
And that's the parachute back there.
wrinkle wall slicks. Those are not wrinkle slicks.
Okay. Thanks, Dave. And my good friend Tony used to have a Nova, and he loved that car too. He redid it. Oh my God. He was driving that more than his Camaro. That's how much he loved it. 350 Nova. And it's a 68 Chevy Nova. Awesome. So what is this now? A Henry J?
This is a Henry J.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what year. Maybe a 53, 54 something. With this metal flake inside here, this is actually what they get, metal flake. They would mix it up in the paint, and it's just what it is. It's flakes of metal inside the paint.
Oh.
And then it's cleared over the top. This is all old school, like in the 50s and early 60s, that they used to do these types of paint jobs and everything.
So it's paint mixed with metal flakes.
It's a candy colored paint mixed with metal flakes.
Yeah.
And then it's cleared over the top.
Now today, if you had this done today, how much would something like this run?
Well, it's hard to say. A lot of people don't do much of this anymore. They're not into this.
So it's got to be pricey then. You know.
Well, it's a lot of time to do this, but
Oh, I'm sure.
you see all those pictures and everything like this. This is a 1951 Henry
My
J.
friend John had a 72 Camaro,
That goes all the
and he
time.
had the flake thing on it too. 72 Camaro, yeah. It really sets it apart, I'll tell you that, when you see that. Okay, so you were talking about this car being a bubble top?
Yeah, because if you look at the back, they would call it kind of looks like a bubble in the back.
Yeah.
So this has actually got probably a 409 engine in the thing. You can see the configuration, the valve cover in there. It's got this like 2 dips and stuff like that. With a tri-power, 3 2-barrels.
That's how this is, that's stock or is that added in?
It could have been stock.
Yeah. Now, how much do you think this went brand new?
Brand new, 1961, probably $3,000.
And you were saying that on today's prices, it would probably go for how much?
Oh, probably at least 80 to 100,000.
Wow. Well, don't touch it, all right? I don't want to.
Don't touch.
Okay,
the
I got
car.
yelled at for touching a car earlier. I don't want to have to fork over $100,000 because I did something to it. Okay?
I yelled at you. The owner didn't yell at you.
Yeah, I know. You like yelling at me, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm always getting yelled at by him, especially for not changing my oil. All right.
61 Impala.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. This is a 56 Chevy, and you actually own one of these yourself?
Yes.
What color is yours?
Ford Torador red and white diamond pearl.
Okay, cool. So what else can you tell me about this car?
Well, it's got old school Edelbrock finned aluminum valve covers, the 409. It's got dual quads on it. Now this is instead of the other one was tri-power.
Yeah.
This one has 2 4-barrels. That one had 3 2-barrels.
Right.
So this is like an 8-barrel carburetor, basically.
Wow. So it's got a lot of power. How many horsepower would you say this has?
I would hope it's got at least 450.
Wow.
Maybe.
And you have this exact model at home, just a different color. Wow. It is beautiful. I don't know about the orange color, but
Well, he
yeah,
likes it.
yeah.
It's not about what anybody. It's what he likes.
That's
so
right.
He likes it like this. This is kind of unusual that you see one with the orange, white, orange.
Yeah.
It's usually this part and here in a '56 Chevy. This whole roof, typically, it would have been all white.
Right.
This would have been white to match this, and it would have been cut in here. But they chose to do it like this. Which
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, but.
Well, it's in the Autorama, so it's good enough to be here. So what do you? Yeah.
Okay, now Ed, where's the gas? Where do you put the gas in the car?
I have no idea. I would imagine it's underneath there, right?
I'm not going to touch it, but I'm going to tell you where the gas is.
Where?
You flip this over this way, you turn this, and this drops down.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's where the gas door is, right there. It's
That's
in the
pretty
left
cool.
side tail light.
Who'd have thunk? That's amazing. I would have never known that. See, another reason why I brought this guy, Dave the Mechanic, around, all right? Mark it down in your calendar. Dave the Mechanic from First Choice Auto. Now I know where to put my gas, right?
That's the 70s stuff.
Beautiful.
Because it's got the square tail light.
All right. This is a really interesting paint job on this over here. As you move,
It's like a chameleon paint
the
job.
colors change. Look at how the yellow is moving gradually down. That is really pretty cool. You know what? I would have noticed that, but you brought it to my attention. That is really neat. Yeah, the chameleon car. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, it's recording now. Okay, it's halftime. We're taking a little bit of break. And
All right.
This is called the Big Pig, and it's got pulled pork. It's got ham in there. It's got coleslaw, sweet and sour sauce.
Everything that's no good for you.
Yeah, but how could you not get that? I mean, Dave, you got the boring pizza with pepperoni, and I got this exciting.
Man, look
piece
at
of pulled pork sandwich. Look at all that.
Oh boy.
Barbecue sauce in there too. That is really good. Really good. And a Pepsi to go with it. And what did you get, Dave? A little pepperoni thing?
Pizza.
Boring.
It's fine.
Exciting. Okay. Good job, Dave. Okay, we got done eating. We're all fueled up for the next part. And Dave wanted to show me some go-karts over here. And these are pretty cool. I used to have a little go-kart, but it wasn't motorized. It was the push version, and I made it out of wood. And the kids, the bullies on the street, had the framework of a shopping cart. They took the cart off the shopping cart and used the wheels. And they basically, when me and my friend would race against them, we had this wooden go-kart up against their metal, and they called it the Purple Flirt. And they basically rammed us into the side of the road and would win every time. But I feel like I'm in an old 80s movie where I'm getting picked on by the older kids. But that was my reality back then when I had my wooden go-kart. I didn't have the wherewithal to steal a shopping cart and customize it into the Purple Flirt destruction machine, you know? So that's kind of cool. The younger generation of hot rods ready to happen here. Pretty cool. Another Willys muscle car.
Right.
This is from 1940, Dave.
Okay, this is suicide doors on this thing. Come over here, you'll see.
Suicide doors? We're not allowed to say that on YouTube. Okay.
You can see they open up that way. They open up backwards.
Why?
Well, not why. That's not a lot of cars. Some cars in the 30s and the 40s they did that, but not many. They call those suicide doors because you wouldn't jump out because you would get killed if you tried it.
I thought maybe because it would be easier to put your machine gun over there.
No.
If you were like a gangster.
No, instead of doors being hinged on that pillar and opening up this way, they open up the opposite way.
I like my story better.
Then you wouldn't jump out and.
Could you imagine how easy it would have a Tommy gun to just open it and then just kill your adversary?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Come on, think about it. Just open it, drive-by shooting, made easy,
Okay, now this got ghost flames on it too. You know what ghost flames are?
We're about to find out.
Now,
yeah.
If you look in the light, you see those flames. Now if you look
Yeah.
over here, if you look this way, you can't really see them. They're kind of like, they call those ghost flames.
Oh, that's cool.
But you don't really see them.
You like this car though, don't you?
Yeah, I like this car.
Yeah. I knew right away when you asked me to come over and record it, you wanted it so you could rewatch this over and over again.
Now this car here, that's a GT40.
That looks like something from Speed Racer,
That's an original GT40. I don't know if that's an original GT40 or not, but if it is, they can be worth millions of dollars.
Another one that we do not want to touch, okay? Don't touch it, Dave, okay?
This is a
Wow. It's pretty sweet.
this is a newer GT40. Okay, this was made. They only made 343 of these things.
Jeez.
But the original GT40 in the 60s and everything, they're worth several $1 million.
Yeah. And again, the engine's in the back, like you were talking.
Correct.
What went on with the drag racer? Did it inspire cars?
We didn't see a drag. I'm hoping to see a drag engine that's in the back.
Right.
I can explain that to you.
Okay. Well, we got this to look at then instead if we don't find
we're
one.
gonna go this way.
All right.
It's not really a drag car. This is a road race car.
Right. Okay. Check this out. I got to go in there. My godparents, Uncle Eddie, and they used to have a camper. We would go camping with them, and they had one of these. Wow. Not a lot of room, I'll tell you that. But that bed feels comfortable. I'm ready to go camping. That's so nice. Brings back memories. It's got the luggage rack up there on top. Pretty cool. All right, now I'm happy. The Batmobile is here. I love this. Batman, Batman, Batman.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Here's more
Batman.
trivia.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Originally, when they built the Batmobile, they had a hard time photographing it and everything. So there was one Batmobile, they actually put like a velvet layer on the thing.
Okay.
Because the light would reflect off all the stuff and it wasn't photographing well.
Right.
So they made everything like a matte, almost like they put material on the car. And that was one of the things for like the night scenes.
So the shine, it wouldn't glare?
Yeah,
okay.
The night scenes and everything would have glare and all that. And those things, they used to shoot rockets out the back, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a parachute on the back. And there's quite a bat phone inside there.
Yeah.
There's all the Batman stuff.
The bat ram, the bat safety belts. It's got a compass, detectoscope, mobile bat computer, of course. The rocket tubes, like you were saying, the anti-theft activator, the bat deflector, batastat anti-fire activator, bat photoscope, bat ray, bat scanner, ejector seat. You gotta have an ejector seat. An emergency bat turn lever, diced parachutes, homing receiver scope. This thing is loaded.
The original Batmobile was based on a what type of car?
Oh God, you got me on that one. Tell me.
As a Ford Futura.
Wow, I would have never guessed that. So is that what this car is actually made out of then?
Well,
or did this completely...
Somebody may have built this as a replica Batmobile, but the original Batmobile was a Ford Futura, based on a Ford Futura. It was built by George Barry.
So those are the parachutes back there then too. I wonder if they actually work. If they had,
This shoots a flame out the back. It's not really a jet engine. It just shoots a flame. It wasn't
okay.
It's
right.
More, it's aesthetic. Okay. But it is cool. Very cool.
Burt Ward and Adam West. Yeah, Burt Ward is still around, or doing shows and stuff like that. Yeah, there's the bat phone right there. Commissioner Gordon is giving him a call. This is awesome. This was worth the price of admission just to see this here. And that tells you how much I like Batman.
It'd be better if they play music.
I don't want to get copyrighted though. You got to do your version of it there. Okay. Check this out. I'm ready to go to war. Oh, look at that. This is the real deal, man. Wow. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is actually a working vehicle here. You can smell the oil. Wow. A death machine. Look at that. They got a few other things here too. Look at this. Look at those shells. Damn. And there's a tank over here. Some pretty big missiles over there. Oh yeah. Yep. Pretty nice. Okay, so this is the Roadrunner.
The Roadrunner. This is called a Superbird. Okay.
Okay.
And these were specifically made for the Daytona 500 originally. I don't know how many they had to make or whatever, but they had to pop these out so fast that the roof lines never came out right. So any true Superbird that you see will always have a vinyl top on the thing because there's imperfections in the top.
Oh.
So it always will have a padded vinyl top, other than an actual
Because
race
they were in a
car
hurry
top.
to make them.
Yeah, they needed
Wow.
something. And this has got this is a rubber front end in this thing, a molded rubber nose.
A rubber front end.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then a big spoiler wing on the back.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
This car is probably worth maybe $500,000, $500,000.
Get out of here. No way. Really? Damn.
Maybe more. I don't know.
Okay. Good job, Dave. So, Dave, I'm trying to wrap up the video here with you. And every time I pick a car you want to stand next to, you're giving me a hard time, all right?
So I do hard time.
I know. But I do appreciate you coming with me and showing me around. I got to see the auto show or the Autorama in a whole different,
Piston
educated light.
The Piston power car show.
Yes, thank you again for correcting me. This is what he does. He corrects everything, all right? Who corrects you, though? That's what I like to know.
My wife.
Okay, now the truth comes out. All right, thank you, everyone. This was really a good time. And if you haven't been to the Piston Power Show before, what are you waiting for?
There's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
All kinds of different stuff. Motorcycles, go-karts,
Yeah.
Army stuff.
You kept on going on and on about how it was better than you thought it would be.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's very
All
nice
right.
show.
Well, if you guys enjoyed the video as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to The Great Indoors with Ed and today Dave, the mechanic from First Choice Auto. He does a good job.
All right.
And I wouldn't say he's cheap because he does charge, but he's worth it. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye, Dave. You have fun trying to get your way home. Bye.